Welcome to the 22nd episode of Hill TV. If it's happening at Hill, we have it. Now here is Ryan with some sports information for everyone.
Hi, Ryan here with Anything and Everything Sports. First, the PLL, Premier Lacrosse League, has announced the expansion league. Next, the NFL draft is coming up, so if you're a football fan, good luck on your team's pick. Lastly, the NHL playoffs have just started, so good luck to the fans and teams. Now on to September with the lunch menu.
Hello everyone, September here with this week's lunch menu. Today we had chicken smackers with a mini pretzel. On Tuesday we have egg and cheese breakfast sandwiches or egg, ham, and cheese breakfast sandwiches. On Wednesday we have cheese or pepperoni pizza. On Thursday we have hot dog on a bun. On Friday we are having mac and cheese or assorted deli. On Saturday and Sunday you get to pick what you want to eat for lunch. Have a great day, Hill School.
Hi, Kira here with the weather for this week. On Monday, the high is 49 with a low of 42 with some showers. That seems cold. On Tuesday, it is a high of 52 and a low of 43 and with more showers. Well, it looks the same on Monday. On Wednesday, it is a high of 57 and a low of 43, being partly cloudy. On Thursday, it is a high of 57 and a low of 46 with some AM showers. It's getting better. Now on to Friday, it is a high of 60 but with a low of 46, also being partly cloudy. Saturday, it is a high of 62 with a low of 48, and again being partly cloudy. Then we have the same on Sunday with some AM showers. It's getting better as the week goes on. Hopefully it gets warmer. Now on to Aubrey with staff interview.
Hi, Aubrey here with Mrs. Borg, 5th grade teacher in the Red Wing. Thank you for taking the time to join us and let the Hill School learn more about you. All right, first question. Do you have any pets and what are their names?
Oh, I have a pet. Oh, how are we going to do this? I'll just hold it. I have a pet named Lily. She is an 11-year-old golden doodle. She is fantastic. They're actually, if you want to see, a picture of Lily here. We'll show the camera. Lily's a member of our family. She's super spoiled, and she deserves every bit of it because she's such a good girl. Can I talk about Lily some more?
What is your favorite thing about teaching?
My favorite thing is, I think, trying to find that balance between like having fun and learning at the same time, because we have so much that we need to learn, but if you're not having fun, it's really hard for your brain to do all of that. So I like to try to mix in some really fun things along with all of the work that we have to do.
Nice. Lastly, do you have any hobbies outside of school?
Let's see. I really like to walk for exercise. My favorite walking partner, besides Lily, who's actually not my favorite walking partner because she likes to sniff everything, is Mrs. Cachito. Shout out to Mrs. Cachito. She's my big walking partner, and we walk all the time, especially in the summer, and Mrs. Cachito doesn't sniff.
Next on to Ben with This Week in History. Bye, Hill School, and thank you, Mrs. Borg, for making the Hill School a great place to learn.
Welcome to This Day in History with Benjamin Bellman, and I'm here today to talk about the nuclear disaster at Chernobyl. On April 26, 1986, a sudden surge of power during a nuclear reactor system test destroyed Unit 4 of the nuclear power station at Chernobyl, Ukraine, in the former Soviet Union. The accident and the fire that followed released massive amounts of radioactive material into the environment. Emergency crews responding to the accident used boron was prevent to additional nuclear reactors. A few weeks later, after the accident, the crews completely covered the damaged unit in a temporary concrete structure called the sarcophagus. To limit further release of the radioactive material, the Soviet government also cut down and wired about a square mile of pine forest near the plant to reduce radioactive contamination near the site. Chernobyl's 3 other reactors were subsequently restarted, but all eventually shut down for good, with the last reactor closing in December 2000. The Soviet nuclear power authorities presented their initial accident report to the International Atomic Energy Agency meeting in Vienna, Austria in August 1986. After the accident, officials closed off the area with 18 miles of the plant, except for persons with official business at the plant and those people evaluating and dealing with the consequences of the action in operating the undamaged reactors. The Soviet Union and later on Russian government evacuated about 115,000 people died in the most heavily contaminated areas in 1986. Another 220,000 people died in subsequent years. Thank you for learning about this disaster, and next we have Golden Stand with Grant.
Hi, Grant here with the Golden Stand winner for this week. For 5th grade, we have Axel Rodriguez. Mrs. Pompili and Mr. McCardle say Axel was chosen for always doing what is expected of him, without a reminder. We can always count on him to help with jobs, to practice at home, and attend lessons and rehearsals. For 4th grade, we have Andrew Hank. Mrs. Pompili and Mr. McCardle say Andrew has shown great responsibility with being prepared for band lessons. He has great attendance at early band rehearsals, too. He has been working diligently on learning his solo, even memorizing part of it. Now on to Gia with this or that.
Gia here with
Joey.
and I'll be asking you some questions. So, would you rather wear your hair up or down for the rest of your life?
Definitely up.
Nice. Would you want to go to a water park or sea breeze?
Sea breeze.
Nice. Now, would you rather sleep all night and be up during the day or be up all night and sleep during the day?
Sleep all night and be up during the day.
Cool. That's all for this week. Bye, Hill School. Now on to Zoe. Hi, Zoe here with this week's Student Spotlight. Today joining us is Bella Rose from Mrs. Parker's class. Thanks for joining us, Bella. This month we have been focused on improving with cooperation. Why do you think it is hard for some students to cooperate in school?
A lot of people can act out of character when they are with friends or a group. They can get caught up playing around.
How do you make sure that you are cooperating and being a good partner?
Sometimes I have to watch what I say in a group. When you are with someone, you want to make sure you are respectful and on task.
Last question. What is a piece of advice that you have for students that might struggle to cooperate?
Stay focused and don't get distracted or put yourself in a situation you might get in trouble in.
Those are some great answers. Now on to Rose with some cooperating quotes.
Rose here with some cooperation quotes. Honor best speaks worth. Confidence begets trust. Service brings satisfaction. Cooperation proves the quality of leadership. Quote said by James Cash Penney. What a child can do in cooperation today, he can do alone tomorrow. Quote by Lev Vygotsky. Last quote. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a process. Working together is a success. Quote said by Henry Ford. Thanks for listening.
Hi, my name is Ella, and I'm here with this week's jokes. Today I'm here with
Lily.
Today I will be telling you some jokes. My first joke is, what do you call a fake noodle?
What?
An impasta. My next joke is, when potatoes have babies, what are they called?
I don't know.
Tater tots. Another joke is, why did the cookie go to the doctor's?
Why?
Because he felt crummy. My final joke is, why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants?
Why?
In case he got a hole in one. Now on to something interesting with Kyla.
Kyla here with something interesting. First thing, did you know that the abbreviation OMG can be tracked back to 1917? How interesting. Next thing, did you know that the majority of your brain is actually considered to be fat? Next thing, did you know that snails have been known to sleep up to 3 years? That is a long nap. It's illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland. They think that it is so cruel, and because guinea pigs like social interaction. They require you to have at least two so they are not lonely. The Swiss really love their guinea pigs, I guess. Last fact, did you know that it snows in the Sahara Desert? It has actually happened several times in the last decade. Now on to Maria with the word of the week. Maria here with this week's word of the week. The word of the week for this week is riposte. Riposte means a quick clever reply to an insult or criticism. For example, I'd have made lamb chops if I had known you are a vegetarian. Chris riposted. Or his weakness, she riposted thoughtfully, may be that he is becoming too autocratic. Now on to Alexis with cool animal facts.
Hi, Alexis here with some cool animal facts. First one that I want to share with you is an axolotl. The legend says that it is the Aztec god of fire and lightning, and he disguised himself as a lizard. The axolotl eats worms and fish, even fish. I think my favorite fact of the axolotl is that they can regenerate ribs, body organs, and limbs. A sad fact is that they're endangered. There are between only 50 and 1,000 left in the wild. Bye, Hill School, and have a good Friday.
Kyla here with something interesting. First thing, is
It is the Aztec god of